The biggest problem with Way of the Hunter is the fact that it's being sold as a full release. This isn't an early access game. At the moment, it's had a little over 400 reviews, is 60% positive. When I purchased this game on Steam, it had 100 reviews and it was 37% positive. It was actually mostly negative and now it's moved up to mixed. So I started looking through the reviews and people were talking about bugs and issues and things like that. So I didn't actually purchase it directly through Steam. I went to CD Keys and picked it up because I saved, I think it was about £13. Some of the biggest complaints I noticed straight away, like issues when you're actually in game. But one thing, or like a couple of little things tied into one like big thing to think about, is the fact that this game on PC shows you controller settings, like controller bindings and things like that, but it doesn't show you keyboard and mouse. You therefore cannot change your keybinds whatsoever. There's no instructions as to which keys are used for which. Like, a lot of people are probably not going to know that if you press F, you can actually auto sprint, or auto move at least. So there's no settings whatsoever in terms of changing your controls. The game doesn't even show you keyboard and mouse, it just shows you controller even on PC. Then, when you get into the game, there is a slight chance you are going to start feeling a little bit sick and you might even get a headache just from the movement because of the FOV. There is not an FOV slider for this game. You are stuck to the field of view that the developers have implemented into the coding. Then when you get into the game, the story is actually fun so far from what I've played, but there are some issues that are going to completely ruin your experience. There are some minor ones like noise detection. You don't know if you're making too much noise or not depending on the distance. It's something you have to figure out yourself. I've seen a lot of complaints with tracking animals if you land a shot and they don't die instantly. As an example, if you pierce the lungs but you don't hit the heart and a deer runs off, you are going to struggle to find that animal. It's a simulation, the developers might have intended it like that, but at the same time it's also a video game. People don't want to spend 5-10 minutes preparing a kill and then a further 15-20 minutes actually finding the game that they killed. People are coming up with workarounds for it. They are going into photo mode and looking around and actually finding the animal they killed through photo mode, then making their way to the animal. And then the last big one that's really put me off this title, I'm probably going to play more, I did enjoy the gameplay side of it, but one of the biggest problems is I was crouching and I was moving around, I was trying to actually find some pheasants because there is a story objective to harvest 3 kilos of pheasant meat, or at least 3 kilos of pheasant, so you just take everything into account. You just harvest 3 kilos of them. So I was doing that, I was trying to sneak up. They're tiny little birds compared to something like a deer, like in terms of their size, they're small. You do get like animal noises, you get like these little, I don't even know what you call them, but you get these little like indications that there are animals in that direction if you use your hunter sense. But then you get close to the animals and you're on the lookout for them. You're crouching, trying to be quiet, and there's a tree next to you. These trees in the game, a lot of objects in the game they have no collision, so you can walk right through them. But the trees have some dodgy collision to them. And when I was crouching, trying to walk past trees, I was actually getting stuck in quite a lot of trees. This didn't just happen once or twice, this happened very, very often. And when it does that, you can either quit out to the main menu, you can fast travel away from the area, or if you want to kill the animals that you're looking for and you're hunting, what you need to do is either prone, if that does work and lets you out of it, or you need to stand up and start walking to get out of the, the block that you're in. So as an example, I'm 50 meters away, I've got the indication to say there's noise coming from this direction, from a pheasant, and I'm crouching, going really, really slow. I've used the slow speed of crouching because there are multiple speeds to each stance. I'm using the slow one, I get stuck on a tree, I have to stand up and walk even a centimeter, and that's going to spook the animal that you are hunting. It's annoying. There were maybe 3 or 4 instances in my pheasant hunting where I had to try and relocate, find out where they had relocated to after I had spooked them because my character got stuck in a tree. It's small things and some of the bigger ones that are really, really off-putting with this title. And if you was to look through the reviews for the game on Steam, you would see a lot more issues pointed out. As an example though, and a big big thing for this game. Someone saying co-op is a mess. There's no chance to enjoy it. So I don't have my own opinions on that, but there are things like that that people are talking about, which are big components of the game. So at least for now, because the developers have said they're going to work on some of the features that the reviews have been talking about, the ones that I experienced, like the ability to rebind your controls and actually see what the controls are, an FOV slider, that sort of stuff. They've said they are going to work on it. However, at the moment, it's unacceptable. They've launched it as a full release, so those issues should not be present. They're able to give out early access to certain content creators. They're able to make a load of money from the community. They should at least be putting these basic features into a game like this before it's launched. And the fact that they gave out early access and nobody gave them enough feedback for them to put this stuff in before release, it's a little bit dodgy. So I don't even know how long it's going to take them to get things added into the game. But for now, I would say do not buy this game, because there are quite a few issues with it, and there are basic features missing from the title. And check out this video if you want to see other content on the channel. That's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.